One of the most frustrating parts of my job is watching people lose out on the opportunity to become a homeowner or the opportunity to own a home here. I remember one customer in particular who was actually a close friend of mine. Christina approached me around Christmas about 3 years ago, and she wanted to buy a house. We established a budget for her of about $350,000. Interest rates were around 4% at the time. She qualified easily and the payments were affordable, but she just couldn't find what she wanted. Christina and her realtor must have looked at 24 houses over the next several months. But there was always something wrong with every house they looked at. One house smelled funny. Another house had foundation issues. Another house was rejected because it was heated by an oil furnace, and Christina didn't want oil heat. And you can probably guess what happened to Christina. She got priced out of the market. That house with the oil furnace that she could have had for $350,000 in 2018 would cost about $525,000 today, given rates of appreciation over the last several years. In order to buy that same house today, Christina would need $30,000 more for a down payment, and her monthly payment would increase more than $700. We hear a lot of arguments for waiting. Some buyers, like Christina, just can't find what they want. Another justification that we hear is that buyers want more time to save for a down payment. Others want to work on their credit for a while. Occasionally, I talk to people who believe that prices are going to decrease. I don't agree, but that's a whole different video. No matter the reason, there are 3 different variables in the cost of waiting equation: home prices, interest rates, and lost opportunity. Now, I want to take you to my desk and show you how I analyze the first 2 of those variables. So hang on one second while I engage my teleportation device.
Woo! Here we go. This spreadsheet is a great tool that I use to visualize the significance of home prices and interest rates over the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. Now, obviously, we don't know for sure what's going to happen, so I'm being very conservative with my estimates. We have seen appreciation rates of 20% or more annually over the last few years. Most experts believe that prices will continue to increase moving forward, albeit at a slower rate. We are also in a rising interest rate environment, so I have estimated very modest interest rate increases. I started out with a property value of $525,000. That's how much Christina's $350,000 home would cost today. 20% down is a little over $100,000. I estimated an interest rate of 4.25%, which gives us a monthly principal and interest payment of $2,066. So that's before we add property taxes and homeowners insurance. If our hypothetical buyer waited just 6 months, home prices increased just 2.5%, and interest rates increased a meager 0.25%, our buyer is now paying $115 more per month for the same home. If he wants the same monthly payment he could get today, so $2,066, he would need $130,000 down instead of the $105,000 he could have invested today. If our buyer waits 1 year, prices increase 5% above today's prices, and interest rates increase a half. Our buyer now needs $230 more per month for the same home. After 2 years and another 5% increase in prices, I actually kept interest rates the same. Still, that monthly payment is now $344 more than it would be today. And after 3 years, another 5% increase in price, and a 1% increase over today's interest rates, our hypothetical buyer is paying $600 more per month. Or if he wants the same payment he could have today, he can come up with $230,000, which is $125,000 more than he would need today.
If you're thinking about waiting to buy so that you can save more for a down payment, please use this spreadsheet as a guide. You are going to need to save significant sums of money very quickly. Otherwise, you may be better off making a smaller down payment and buying now. And while every buyer has their must-have list, most people who are buying houses today aren't planning to live in them forever. If Christina had bought that $350,000 house 3 years ago, oil, furnace, and all, she'd have $175,000 in equity that she could put toward a different house today. If you'd like a personalized cost of waiting spreadsheet, or you're a spreadsheet junkie like me and you just want to have your very own cost of waiting spreadsheet to play with, you'll find all my contact information on my website. I'd love to hear from you. My name is Emily Carol Ingram. I lead a team of mortgage loan specialists at New American Funding in Port Townsend, Washington. Thanks for watching.